Can you say you've read a book if you've only listened to it? Well, if you have, then you're in good company. Today we'll be taking a closer look at the nuances of everyday interactions that make up the monotony of life. Let's realise that all cleaning hacks are just bicarb soda and vinegar. Grab your knitting needles and a blanket because it's time for three old friends to sit around and sew a new patch into their quilt of friendship. So join me, Dion, under the covers with Christian.
Welcome to Patchwork.
And Josh.
Welcome to Patchwork.
Hello, everyone. It is patch 153. 1 plus 5 is 6. Divided by 3 is 2. And that is a prime number.
Oh, wow. That is a callback. Well done, Christian.
I was going to make it a bit simpler and go like, I can't believe we made it.
Well, I feel like
That's why we didn't ask you to open the show, Josh.
We're referencing the episode numbers a lot more frequently. Are we running out of things to say?
That's patch 154.
Yep.
That's what we'll do.
Surely.
So before we get started, today I was going for a walk and
Classic.
and Dion.
Yesterday I was on the train. And
So I was going for a walk, and in the area that I live in, there are a lot of still European old men growing fruit trees in their front yards.
Classic. Am I right, Josh?
And they were on a fork in the freezer.
Oh, really good.
So as I was going for a walk, I noticed that a lot of these fruit trees were covered with netting. And obviously that's an indication to us that they are trying to protect the fruit on the trees from animals, probably birds,
Probably.
rodents, whatever, humans.
Possums.
Then I noticed that some of these people had left some fruit trees, uncovered, while some were covered.
Yep.
So they've obviously said to themselves, you know what? Those fruit trees, let the animals have them, right? So my question to you two is,
strange.
can I have them? If this particular person has chosen to cover some fruit trees with netting and not others, do I get that fruit?
So you
So
think
many
it's
assumptions.
you think it's it's a human fence as well?
the netting?
Yeah.
It must be.
Great point.
I always thought that's just for animals. I think it's pretty. How far into the property were the trees without the nets?
We're talking about the non-fenced front yard.
But
it's on the prop. No, it's on the property.
You have to walk onto the property.
Yeah,
to get
and
out.
I guess the moment you take step onto that property, it's trespass.
Yeah.
Do the animals know that?
No, and they're arrested.
You ever taken a possum to court? God.
But Christian, I'm also interested.
What about a kangaroo?
What are the
Thank you.
That's great.
kangaroo
That's
court?
great.
Well
That's
done.
great.
Just for the international listeners, and also the ones that are sort of doing the dishes and not really listening to us right now as well. Christian, what are the things that are uncovered?
So there was a fig tree, which is very difficult to cover up. There were pears and nectarines.
Then what were they covering?
What do you mean? What were
What have
they?
they chosen to cover? If that's what they're leaving undone.
Well, I don't know. They were covered.
Wait, you don't even know?
No. The covered ones were this weird one. I think it was a pomegranate, or it looks like a pomegranate.
It's weed. I think it's weed. They're growing weed. They're drug dealers.
Get the drone out. But fly over.
So, Christian, would you genuinely like grab some in the night?
From someone who has just put a veggie patch at the front of my property that is fully accessible to the world.
Oh yeah.
If I came up to my veggie patch and noticed that there was a big chunk of basil missing, fine by me.
No.
What?
No, that
Fine.
is
Can I explain why?
Can
I explain why? Because I have so much that it wouldn't bother me at all.
Why am I getting this basil?
And so,
Yeah,
what?
I want
I'd love some basil.
I'd love some basil. Basil's impossible to grow as well.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Basil is.
What are you doing after this,
incredibly
Josh?
easy to- Anyway, I'll bring you both some basil.
Yeah,
and
that'd
some
be
parsley.
great.
But what I'm saying is, if
Selfish shit.
how is it selfish to not bring
Because
you some of the basil?
you prefer a thief to have your basil than
I'm
two of
saying
your very good friends.
Not a thief, someone in the neighborhood who's like, I could do with some basil. Have you taken rosemary from someone's plant?
Rosemary's a different.
rosemary's
different.
different.
It
Why
is
is
a
rosemary
completely
different?
different league because it grows anywhere and everywhere, and it's incredibly abundant.
So no, the key there is abundance.
Yes. Oh, so you're saying you've got so much basil.
What I'm
wouldn't-
saying
you
is-
wouldn't even notice it missing.
That's yes, I'm making that
God,
point.
you've
And
got way
and
too much basil.
two, these fruit trees, they're abundant with fruit.
Stop saying abundant. I mean,
yeah,
I want to get in on the act, but
Jane Bundant.
I still think taking fruit from someone else's property is not fair. I was like, if they want people to have it, they can pick it and put it on a basket out the front.
But they don't.
And then it's theirs to leave and rot.
But that's the worst part is that there is fruit rotting everywhere at the base of the tree.
and that's the topic of this episode. Now we can say, Christian, what about a lemon tree? If you're walking past a house with a lemon tree,
You should be able to take a lemon.
so you want that? So that's the world you want.
I want to live in a world where if I'm walking past an abundant lemon tree,
I think abundance is the key here.
Dion, abundance?
My pleasure.
No, I seriously think that's the difference here. It's like there's definitely enough for everyone. So here's the question. At what point do you see an abundant amount of fruit and when is it not abundant? You got to get it on this, Dion. It's great.
Well,
It
let's
feels real
go.
good.
Let's go through every single
No,
fruit
but
on
seriously, what is it that you look at it and go, God, that's a lot of fruit on that tree? Is it there's
Yeah.
heaps from every limb? Is it more than 50%?
Limb. They're not limbs. They're not.
Trees have limbs.
Yeah.
What do you mean they don't have
Wait.
trees have
What else do
limbs?
trees have? Do they have toes, legs?
Anyway, yes. If I saw a limb
Thank
full
you.
of fruit
Yeah.
everywhere,
Yeah.
I would think that
You just know, right?
Because
I think when you look at a tree, you know.
in terms of pecking order, have they given fruit to themselves? Yes. Have they given fruit to their family? Probably. The neighbors? I'm a neighbor. I'm in the area. Surely I
deserve it. You deserve this.
But would that person have it? I think the thing is, if they saw me approaching that fruit tree and taking some,
Totally. Yeah. What would you do?
Hang on. What about
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Doorbell ring. Ding dong.
hi,
Hey, do you mind if I grab a nectarine?
There's
Mind
the
if I grab a
world.
nectarine?
There's the
We'll
world.
do it.
who are you?
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
That's not my doorbell. Dun 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 dun.
I guess this sketch won't work then because I got the doorbell wrong.
Go
Josh,
again.
ring the doorbell.
Bing bong.
Not a doorbell. We can't
Honey, can you get the door?
Absolutely. What would you like?
What would you like?
Okay. No, I want you to open the door.
Sorry, it's just I'm just walking past. I noticed you've got an abundance of
Honey,
fruit.
who is it?
It's Jane Bundon.
I just know you've got an abundance of fruit on the limbs of your trees.
Yeah.
I was wondering,
Sorry,
can
what
I-
are you talking about?
Can I just grab some nectarines? Do you mind? Is that all right?
You know what? That's fine. We've got heaps.
Oh, great.
The kids have got some. I'm topped up with nectarines.
I don't really need your life story, mate.
honey.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want?
I don't really care about these
No,
details.
no. Would you like some honey?
What's that buzzing? Yeah, I think you just ask, right?
You
Why
have
not?
to ask, but that is such a weird. We don't do that ever. We don't ask people for what we want because we're afraid of
Yeah.
imposing, especially neighbors, right? There's the world that we used to. I don't even know if it existed, but the world of neighbors, like sharing things and
Doesn't that exist now with your own place?
No.
not
You
well.
haven't shared anything. I mean, no one does. Everyone just keeps themselves.
Yeah.
There is
No
a
one
lot
knows
of
what's-
keeping to themselves.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Everyone's watching Netflix and Bing.
That's true.
Bing,
Stan.
Bing bong.
Binge bong.
Oh, it's binge, not Bing. Bing's the search
I thought you
engine.
did that as a joke.
No.
You didn't even realize.
No.
I wanted to talk about. I went to Bob's 50th. You love me using names of people you don't
yes.
know. One of Eve's old work colleagues.
And who's
Bob,
Eve?
my partner, is an old colleague of her was having his 50th. So I got invited along. I went along, had a lovely time. I was just at a bar. Sort of got a function room at a bar. Went there.
Lovely.
Got to the end of the night, chatting to people, whatever, and he was like, "Oh, I'm a bit tired. We got to head off." I'm like, "No worries, cool." So we started doing the rounds and started going around. And in my head, I'm thinking, we're doing the rounds. We're leaving the next 5 minutes. So say, "Oh, so good to see you. Good to see you." Oh, hey,
So you knew a few people there.
yeah, met him a handful of times.
Okay. Yeah.
Could I ask just quickly?
Yes.
Had she turned to you and said, "Hey, Josh, I'm pretty tired. Let's get out of here"?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, okay.
She decided she'd made the call of.
It
hey-
wasn't part of another conversation. Like, geez, Josh, we really need to get going.
No. She came to me and said, "Hey, let's get going." Like,
Okay,
no
cool.
worries. Yeah.
Just
Going
from
around.
just from the outset, I'll say I'm on Eve's side, but I have no idea what's going to happen.
And so as we're going around, say goodbye to this person, goodbye to that person, then she met another person who she hadn't seen all night, who just got there recently. She's like,
Shit.
"Oh my God, hey, good to see you." Started firing up conversation. And in my head, all I'm thinking is like, but we're on the way out.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to engage in a new conversation. So every person we went up to, and it was a couple of people she hadn't really seen. It was like, last time you seen that party. So the conversation started to roll a bit, and I didn't feel comfortable getting into it because I was like, we're on the way out. I'm not going to invest too heavily in this because I thought we were on the way out. Not that I didn't want to, but it just felt weird to try and kick it off.
Can I ask you?
Yes.
Tell me, describe where you were as she's saying goodbye to these people and your body language.
Yeah, standing in like a group of 4 and just politely hovering, I'd say.
Politely hovering. So you're not next to her, you're a step back?
I'm probably opposite her, and there's some people. You're in the sort of semicircle, half circle, kind of full circle kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm part of it and like joining in where I can and listening to the stories.
Joining
and
in
stuff.
where you can.
Well, without getting too invested, more so like listening to the stories and going, yeah, that's great.
Okay, but are you...
Because you were in your head, you were kind of on the way out.
But-
you transitioned to your next move in the night.
Well, no, because the main thing was I was there because I didn't want to hold her up. So I was like, she's made the call to let's go home. So I'm going to respect that and let's go home kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of. Like, I can't get too invested, but it's really, but also completely fine for her to get excited and chat to people. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
Yes,
But I
yes.
was like, it's not really my place. It's her thing. And she's dictating when we're going. And that's completely fine. So I didn't want to, it was just a really interesting moment where I felt weird, like going along with, because I was like, well, I'm backing out of this.
But
place.
you had no options. You couldn't have gone outside. You couldn't go, babe, I'm just going to wait outside because that would have created a bit of tension.
Nah, you're not doing
You
that.
had to stay there. So
Yeah,
I
well,
felt like you.
I was
you-
happy-
your-
happy
your
to
li-
stay.
But your liberty was taken from you, Josh.
Is it incumbent on Josh to remain a little bit detached from these conversations so that Eve has a kind of lead to say, well, we need to get going? You're essentially...
Could be the greatest question ever asked.
You are her one foot towards the door.
Yeah.
If you engage too much, you're back in the party.
Yeah, you guys are fucked.
That's
Yeah.
what. Well, the thing is, we weren't going to anywhere in particular, so it's not like we had another engagement to go to. Which I always feel uncomfortable being the one to be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
but-
hey, you said we have to go. Do we need to go?"
Transitioning out of a venue sucks.
Wait. But if you got something else on after, you find that difficult. That's great, isn't it?
No, I'm saying
Who wants to
but
be
my-
anywhere?
No, but my role in that movement, especially if it's not the next thing's not mine and I don't actually care when we get there.
Yes.
Say it's for her and she's like, oh, hey, we should get going to that thing. What is my duty, as we discussed, to be like, hey, you actually said we needed to go. You've lost track of time. I'm sort of tugging you on the shoulder.
Great
like,
question.
You said we had to go.
I mean,
But I don't care. That's the thing.
Yeah. I guess there's that moment where did it ever enter your mind was like, I might have another drink here? Or you
No,
were
it wasn't
far
that
from
far.
that?
It was literally the engagement in the conversation.
Yeah.
And I think another big factor
That's
of it.
that's not a bad question though, because you had no idea how long the goodbyes would go for. And if she's saying hello to new people, that could be an entire drink.
I can't lock into that.
Is it because it's the visual of you having a beer and her going, I'm trying to get out of
It's
here?
ridiculous to say,
Oh, yeah.
this is taking too long. I'm going to get a drink. That's kind of what that
No.
subtly
You wouldn't
says.
say that. You could say,
No, you wouldn't
do
say
wanna
that to her.
No, but you could say, hey, do you want a drink? I'm going to get a drink now.
No way.
That
She
is,
said we're
that-
going.
No, Josh,
Super sad.
Josh, no. Fantastic question. Because do you know what that indicates? It gives her an
that's
opportunity
brutal.
to say, no, it gives her an opportunity to say,
Oh,
no,
yes.
no, Josh, we're
Oh,
actually
yes.
leaving.
He's done it.
Or,
He's done it.
yeah, grab one. I actually wouldn't mind a chat.
No, but the problem is,
Good work, Dion.
there was,
babe.
the
Appreciate
problem
it.
is there wasn't any like need, like she was happy to, I was happy for her to have those conversations. She was happy to have those conversations. It wasn't like she was like, oh my God, get me out of here. And I'm stuck talking to so-and-so.
Yeah.
It was the inverse of that almost, where she was engaged with the conversation.
Yeah.
The other interesting factor was the whole night, right? A lot of film industry people. So that's how she knows that. Well, you know, I pitched my screenplay. So everyone who she knew and a lot of people I've met in that industry, very niche thing. A lot of the conversations around what you're working on, what have you done recently, showing photos and stuff, which is great.
wow.
So then the conversations I find a little bit impenetrable because like I don't have that fascinating stuff. Like love, very interested to hear it and really interesting, but I can't really offer much in the face of that.
If only you had a creative project you could talk about, Josh.
Come on, you know what I mean.
No,
It's
he
very
won't
sp-
spook that.
It's very specific. But in terms of like what they were talking about, it was like sometimes, you know, old jobs they've worked on and stuff like that and
Yeah.
people they know. So there's a layer there as well.
Yeah.
That it makes it easier for me to, because that's the thing. At an event like that, when I'm trying to like work the room, say, like when I'm investing in, it's like a bit more effort to invest in the conversation.
Yeah.
So on the way out, I can't fire up one of those.
Yeah,
but
no,
if
no.
you've got a bit of industry chat to do, what are you working on? Oh, yeah, this is, great. That's good to see you.
Yeah.
Can I say, Josh, it sounds like you did exactly what you needed to do, which was remain engaged, but still a bit detached and ride the wave. Because you are at the mercy of the person who's invited you. You're the plus one.
He's learning. He's coming along nicely.
So, at the party as a whole,
Yes.
did you feel the burden of being the plus one? Like, what were your responsibilities as the plus one?
In this instance, it wasn't like a super formal thing. It was like, hey, I've got the room at the bar, just come along kind of thing. It wasn't like this structured, you're invited plus one. So my role there, I didn't really feel any weight to that. I just felt I was going along to this thing and she was going to see a lot of people. I didn't want to hang around her like a bad smell.
Yeah.
So I knew.
Okay, that's a consideration.
Yeah. So I knew
bad
that like,
smell.
Plus one consideration.
Like,
Don't be a bad smell.
Yeah. You never want to be a bad
Don't
smell.
smell bad, but also don't linger around your...
Yeah. And so I think the role there for me is to look after myself. And be like, seek out the people you know,
Oh, yeah.
who you can have a chat
Yeah.
to. If there's someone new, fire up a good conversation and don't feel... And it was really that way. Like, I didn't feel she needed to look after. It was interesting people there.
Slight side note, was Josh, is that how you would define a plus one? So it was your partner's friend, 50th
Bob's
at a bar.
50th.
Yeah.
I think
Get it right,
that's it. Yeah, so it's sorry, Bob. I'm really sorry. But that doesn't. I don't feel like that was a plus one by definition. It's just an open invite. A plus one is to a wedding.
A wedding or something.
It
or
has
a
to be more
formal
official.
event.
Does it? What defines a plus one? Does it need to be a paper invite?
No, I think I was a plus one in that case because I didn't have a strong connection to the people there.
But you weren't a plus one.
No, but did it say Eve and partner or even...
I can't remember. But no, I think...
we
It's
can't
kind of
continue.
important. It's important that you do remember, Josh.
No, I'm going to say that my separation there is I don't think you're a plus one if you know the person equally as well. But if there is an imbalance with how you know that person and
Yes.
you don't really know them very well,
Absolutely.
then you become a plus one.
But weren't you someone in that position?
I'd met Bob a handful of times.
What
so
are the-
I wouldn't say I'm not going to get
yes,
invited
that's
by
not a plus
Bob.
one. No, you're right. You've breached the plus one threshold, and now it's
Oh,
like,
really?
I'll invite Josh as well.
Yeah,
I
no
know
plus
Josh.
one.
Bob,
Plus one is for like a new partner
Yeah, you
or
don't know
someone
him.
you haven't seen very
so
much.
even a few times
I
you
think
breach
you've-
plus.
yeah,
but
I think so.
Because I think it's more so. Would Bob invite me but for Eve? Definitely not.
No, but that doesn't mean you're a plus one.
Yeah, that's right.
Why not?
Because you're a well-known partner.
Okay.
Not in the film industry.
No.
What are the advantages of being? Are there any? Would you prefer to have an open invite or be a plus one? Are there any advantages? Because I feel like the plus one, no one's got any expectations of you. And then if they find out you got a great personality and they've met you, how great is that? What a great night!
That's pretty good.
That's pretty fantastic. But on the opposite end of that spectrum, you don't want to be the plus one that drinks too much, eats too much,
Why would you?
breaks a window.
Great reference.
I think that you need to be more mindful as the plus one, but on an open invite, that's the fucking Wild West.
Yeah. What's the equivalent to the plus one invite? There's nothing like it.
The plus
so
one.
you're saying
Yeah,
there's-
plus two.
Hang on.
Oh.
So are you saying
that's not a bad idea.
Yes, it is.
Plus two. Plus two's a terrible idea.
Why? Hang on.
What circumstance would you ever want a plus two?
Okay. I
imagine
love
that.
my friends, and I want to have a big night where they bring a couple of other friends who they, that are great like them.
Maybe I'll do that for my
Let's
40th.
get some plus twos.
What are you doing for your 40th?
Oh, now it's a good idea because Josh has said it.
That's creeping up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real soon. Don't worry about it.
Can we get back to the plus two?
Yeah.
You're going to do plus two?
Well, I'm just saying
plus
it could
twos.
work. If the
Yeah.
venue's big enough and you don't care, then
That's
you could probably do
awesome.
that. Maybe first time for everything. Took me 40 years to get here, but I'll bring in the plus two.
Hey, I wanted to ask you both a question. I was speaking in the office yesterday about. I sort of said, "Oh, look, I'm reading this book at the moment," and someone said, "Oh, what's the book?" And I said, "Oh, it's this book on Apple in China, the whole
Apples in China.
apples in China, yeah, netted apples in China." It's what's the fuck? What did Tim Cook do before a supply chain? It's about Apple's
Sure.
supply chain in
Tim
China.
Apple. His name's Tim Apple. by the way.
Doesn't matter. And anyway, and I said, yeah, I'm reading this book. And they're like, what are you reading? I explained it. And they said, is it good? And I was like, yeah, I sort of listened to a little bit of it on the way to
Great.
work. and they said, well, they said, hang on, you listened to it? I said, yeah. And they were like, well, so are you reading it and you listen to it? And I found myself getting into an argument with someone that I don't know very well. But then I was reflecting and I was like, God, I'm an asshole. I can't believe I said that. Well, I'm wondering, can you say that you've read a book when you've just listened to it? I feel so, I just don't feel like it's right. So guilty.
Yeah,
so much
I think
shame.
that's the problem, is that we associate listening to a book as somewhat shameful. It's the lazy way out.
Yeah, it's
right?
the fact that I lack focus, don't want to sit in bed.
Is that what it is, though?
No.
Lack focus?
Yeah, it's lack focus, but it's just not being able to just do one thing that's boring, like reading a book.
Okay. When are you listening to it?
Always when I'm doing something else.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with a book, right? You can't be on a roller coaster reading a book. Or you can't,
I feel like it's a product of our society now that we need to listen to books when we're commuting. It's the same as listening to a podcast.
Yeah. Well, how do you decide as well? That's another thing I want to know. Like when you get in the car, how do you decide what you want to listen to?
Well, actually, here you go. Can someone say, "Oh, yeah, I'm reading Welcome to Patchwork at the moment"?
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen, would it?
Yeah, you can't read an audiobook.
Do you read, Christian? Do you read books?
Read,
I mean read.
That's a very good question. So I do a lot of reading during the day, right? I can read.
TikTok caption.
No, but I think so. No. I like, for my job, there is heaps to read all the time. For me, at night, when I think about this small hour or two I get of personal time, I would much rather spend that on my laptop watching some kind of tech shit on YouTube, right? That's how I like to spend my free time.
They're shocking, aren't they?
But is that that's the thing. There is this shame culture around doing what you enjoy because you're not reading. And then that shame culture gets me every 6 months. I pull my Kindle out. I read it. I start a new book because the other one is 6 months old now. I'd forgotten. Read for a few nights and then see you later.
I don't think it's necessarily shame on that side. I think it's like triumph on the other. So I think the idea of if you're a reader and you read books, I think there's a lot of status that comes with that. And so I think that's impressive.
But that's the shame that I feel.
But I don't...
that
you're not that.
I'm not triumphant.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
But
Me neither.
I feel like I'm extremely envious of someone that can just read a good book in a park.
My partner reads every night. And she reads incredibly quickly. And I think that maybe comes...
I thought you were going to say incredibly quietly. I was like, yeah.
Should have a baby with that girl.
I think that comes from reading so much, is that she's just a pro.
Wow.
She's been reading her whole life and is constantly just churning through books.
Was that ever a source of conflict between you guys? It's like, Christian, why don't you read a bloody book?
She tells me to read, for sure. And I have my laptop open on my
Great
stomach.
hobby. I one of my great regrets, which I could fix, is that I don't read. I don't engage with literature at all. I don't even listen to them, Dion.
Well, what about articles? Is that reading?
A little bit. Nah. Reading's reading a book.
Yeah, surely.
Reading a book and having a narrative. But a lovely thing that my girlfriend did, as like knowing that that's something that I struggle with. She knows I like Dune and the Dune universe. She bought me a graphic novel of Dune to be like, maybe this will be a step. There's pictures for you.
Great. That's
great. And it's got, the things, and it's like something I'm interested in. And it's been really nice. I'm like, I haven't quite nailed it, but I was trying to build this routine in of like, try and do that before you go to bed. Half an hour before bed.
Oh, yeah.
Read a bit of Dune.
I've been where you are, Josh. And then what happens?
It's tough. Then you give up after like a week and you go, oh, God, it's pretty easy on my phone, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is, right? It's the allure of the phone.
But it's also the medium of books is completely different in terms of the information that it carries from other things that we consume. So if you watch a YouTube video for half an hour, it's likely that is gonna be sort of like, I guess, I don't know, heavily. I guess they're both edited, right? What's the difference between a YouTube video and a book?
There's a level. No, there's a
the brevity.
There's a level of detail with writing, though, right? I presume.
This is such an ignorant conversation.
No, but I think one of the things, just go back to your original point, Dion. I think one thing, you can't pretend you're like, when you said that, it was a very innocent way of describing it. I'm reading this book at the moment.
Yeah.
Because colloquially, I'm getting through this book. But I think in some subconscious way, you're trying to claim that you are the reader of books and you are not
Yes.
a reader of books.
Yes, I
But
think
you're the consumer of books.
yes,
you
there we go.
deserve. You deserve a.
Did I
label.
say that? What is there
Well, I'm
anything?
consuming this book at the moment.
Oh, that's mental.
That'd be so
I'm
funny.
digesting this.
Yeah.
I'm listening. Yeah, listening. Just I think because it shows a sense
I'm
of
enjoying-
discipline.
I'm
there
enjoying
it is.
the book.
He's done it.
Thank you.
He's done it.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, see you later, guys.
See, Chris.
No, that's great. That's
Yeah.
what it is. I'm really
Dion,
enjoying
I'm
this book at the
enjoying-
moment.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm going to use that from now.
Because in terms of, so the status side of it, I think we're clear on. The actual consumption of it though,
Yeah.
do you think it is the same?
No, it's not because when you're reading a book, I wonder
your
if
mind can wander a
that's
little
right.
bit.
I wonder if seasoned readers, like your partner, I wonder if her, like, as such a good reader, I wonder how often her mind would wander.
Whilst reading.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I think that she locks in.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah,
Bloody
but she's
genius.
also very distracted by her phone as well. But I guess for her, she has that entertainment value comes from the book itself. Whereas for us, maybe it doesn't grip us fast enough.
Yeah, because it's just you need a screen, you need a dopamine. What are you doing? Just a bit of a side note. When you get in the car, like I listen to either an audiobook, a podcast, or music, but I haven't quite worked out why I choose any of them.
Yeah.
Is it a mood? Do you go? Is it a go-to mood thing? Is your head a little bit clearer? So you go to a podcast.
The only difference I have is podcast or music, and it's always going to default to a podcast. The time it switches to music is like if there's a vibe. If the weather's particularly
Really?
good,
My
it's
word.
sunny out, I'm going to something interesting, something fun or exciting, like where there's an energy to where I'm going or there's a vibe to the day,
Oh.
that's when I pick music.
You want it to be your soundtrack to the
a little bit.
Yeah.
It gives me
That's nice.
momentum into the thing or I'm really
Okay.
enjoying the day, but otherwise absolutely defaulting to a pod.
Wait. What about music as a pick-me-up if your day's going to be rubbish? So you're going to a book
Whoa.
launch.
No, I don't know. I don't want to force that.
Oh, really?
Nah.
Oh, that's interesting.
What about silence? Are you ever picking silence, Christian?
Often. I was in silence on the way here because
God,
I
it sounds
like
depressing, doesn't it? But it
No,
shouldn't be.
no, because it's the only time I allow myself to think. Because
Yes,
I'm
agreed.
currently writing a wedding speech, and I got in the car and started a podcast and was like trying to think about the speech while it's on. And I'm like, just be silent. Let
Yeah.
your brain mull things over.
How was that 15 seconds? It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. And you know what? You're pathetic.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of that.
Well, thank you so much again. It's the 152nd time we're going to thank you.
153rd.
Oh, I fucked it. No. There was an episode where we didn't thank him, so you guys
there
are
you go.
wrong.
That's good. That's
You're
right.
wrong.
That's a
You
really
got
good
us.
point.
You're wrong. Hey, tell us what you did during the week that was patchwork related. Did you go to Patreon? Did you go to Instagram? Did you go to YouTube?
Because you can and you should.
But I think for this patch, let's just thank them for listening.
Absolutely.
We're doing a lot of spooking.
Why? What do we get?
It's nice to have you here. And also, during the week, in the build up to, I can't say that. Sorry.
That's okay.
No,
I think the other exciting
please.
thing to do is to, if you are a new listener and you haven't rated or reviewed the show, jump on there, but leave a comment. Beautiful boys. Just beautiful boys.
All I was going to say is we've received some lovely messages
Yes.
in the last week, and it's been nice to see that. Nice to know that we're still with you. So thanks.
Thanks.
Wowie. Nailed it, Christian. And as we do every week, we sew a new patch into our quilt of friendship. Yes! What patch did you sew into our quilt this week?
Thank you, Dion. My patch this week is me arriving at Bob's 50th, grabbing the aux cord and playing him my audio birthday card. Christian, what patch did you sew
Similar.
this week?
Thank you, Josh. This week I sewed into my patch Dion sitting in the McDonald's drive-thru waiting to cook some takeaway. And Dion, what did you sew into your patch this week?
My patch this week is Josh and his partner going to Bob's 60th birthday party in 10 years and bringing an additional +1, some basil stolen from Christian's front garden. Thank you for listening to Welcome to Patchwork for another week. I've been Dion.
I've been Josh.
And I've been Christian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.